So you're wondering how to conquer your fears. We all have them, right? My guest today, Chad Brown, did some really crazy things that will illuminate some of the secrets to that. Fear. Oh man. I'm a little afraid right now.
It makes you shudder, right?
I'm just saying. You guys, this is my buddy, Chad Brown.
That's me.
He's kind of weird, so I'm a little afraid. Not too bad.
Anybody that like dedicates their career to fear has got to be kind of a weirdo,
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, so I brought Chad in on this particular episode because he's got a little different take on fear. And you can link to Chad and some of the things that he's doing down in the description. And you'll see why I'm having so much fun just interacting with him. But we've known each other for a while, too.
Long time.
Probably about a decade or so.
Yeah, you like when I was like a scared little 20-year-old.
That's right.
Yeah.
And now you're not.
Now I'm a scared 35-year-old.
So it's been a little while. Chad, what is it about conquering fear? And you've got a little different take on this. So,
I do.
So bring us up to speed.
Yeah, so I think many of the ways that we talk about fear these days, not even these days, that we've talked about it for a long time, it might be a little bit unhealthy. And I say might be because I'm open to new ideas. I'm open to talking and having discussion about it. So if you want to prove me wrong, I'm totally open to that as well.
I'll take you on.
I know you will. Working with a psychologist. He's always psychoanalyzing me. Anyway, so I think, much of the language around fear is we've got to crush fear. We've got to conquer fear. Yeah. We've got to, and it's this.
Beat it, fight it.
Yeah, it is this visual of we've got to fight it. Put your dukes up because when that fear is coming, oh man, you better be ready if you want to get the things you want in life, right? Otherwise, you can cower away. You can let it just exist, that sort of thing, and control your life. Mm-hmm. I'm saying that I think that message might be unhealthy, and here's why. I've studied and read a lot of the greats. There's a lot of people that I really, really admire that tackle this idea of fear. Right. One of them being Mel Robbins. I love Mel Robbins. She's the author of 5-Second Rule. Yeah. Brilliant book, changed my life. And she talks about in that book her speaking career. And she says, she talks about she has over 20 years of speaking experience. Right. She's spoken every stadium across the nation, packed houses. And she's excellent, by the way. I got to hear Mel speak. She is brilliant. At the National Speakers Association. So awesome. Real. Take everything you know about a motivational speaker, throw it out the window, and you have Mel Robbins. Yeah. She's just brilliant. So anyway, she talks about in that book's 5-Second Rule and in her TED Talk, which you should definitely link to in your description. We'll put it in the description. Okay, great. So she talks about this idea that she's been speaking for over 20 years, and every single time she goes in front of a crowd, up on stage, she feels fear. Mel's feeling fear? Yes. This is somebody who has blown away stadiums. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And changed millions of lives. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't know about millions. I don't have the actual number on that, but possibly, right? Yeah. It's possible. Absolutely millions. Possible. Anyway, so Mel Robbins, she talks about this, and I've heard many, many other greats talk about this idea that the fear never goes away.
So they're doing something different with it.
Right. So let me ask you this. Okay. No. First, can we go somewhere? I've got a little demonstration for you. Okay.
Okay, now I'm getting nervous.
I have this can.
That didn't look too threatening.
It's empty. Nothing in it, right?
It's popped open already.
It's popped open. Okay. You can see that. I want you to take this can with your bare man hands, and I want you to crush it. I want you to crush the can. You can do it on your forehead if you want, but I don't.
That would leave a big circle right there on my forehead.
But just crush it. Yeah.
Is this a test of my strength?
Yeah. Use your strength and just crush that.
Okay.
That was actually really impressive.
Don't mess with me.
Okay, so let me ask you. What was that experience?
That wasn't that hard, Chad.
It wasn't that hard?
No.
Okay, so one can, not that big of a deal,
But you know
right?
what? I said I'd get a circle on my forehead. Look at that. I got a circle on my hand.
Yeah, you sure did.
I was applying some force there,
some
and
force,
felt
some
the
pressure.
resistance.
Okay.
It's actually, I can still feel it.
Did you have to muster a little bit of strength?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one can. Dr. Paul.
Okay.
DP, as I call him, and I don't
Okay.
even know if he likes DP, but I call him Dr. Paul. Here's my
Go with
question
it.
to you. If I asked you to crush cans all day, every day,
Oh boy.
what would that feel like?
Like with my bare hands,
Absolutely.
I still feel that one. I still got a mark on
Yes,
my
you do.
hand.
Yeah.
I would get blisters very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I would injure myself
Yes.
if I were to do that.
Mm-hmm. What would happen
It would be hard.
psychologically?
Oh, I'd hate it.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't want to do that.
No.
I want
no.
to do this.
Yeah, exactly. So when
Right.
we talk about conquering our fears
Okay.
or crushing our fears, that's why I love this demonstration
Okay,
so
yeah, I
much,
just crushed
crushing
the
the
can.
can, right? When we talk about fears in this language, it's exhausting. Who wants that life?
That's a good point.
Who wants this? Because
Mm-hmm.
remember, I said the greats talk about the fear never goes away.
So it's
Right?
going to be constant.
Yeah, so if it's
We're going to have to
constant-
deal with it somehow.
somehow. So it can be exhausting, or my contention is that it can be an adventure.
Okay.
That it can
That's
be
one of your
fun.
themes.
Yeah, it is. And that it can be an opportunity for fear to show us who we really can be. Our greatest
Okay.
selves.
I like where you're going with this.
I do too.
Yeah.
Can you tell? All right, so here's the second part of the demonstration.
Oh,
I have
boy.
another can of soda,
Okay.
and there's something on the rim there. Don't drink that. That's disgusting.
Oh, now it's less disgusting.
Okay, so okay, don't ruin this. This is where we're gonna
No,
bring
I'm
it
with
home.
you.
Okay, all right,
I'm
all right.
with you.
So remember, the can is our fears, right? I'm so
Okay.
glad that didn't explode. That was in my backpack on the way.
That would have made a good video, though.
All right, so
You want me to crush an open can?
No. Here's what I want you to do.
Oh.
I want you to just rest the can on your knee,
Okay.
and if you get thirsty, go ahead and take a drink.
If I get thirsty?
Yeah. If you get thirsty,
Because I'm kind of thinking I'd like to taste it.
yeah, absolutely.
Is that
Taste it.
okay?
Yeah, enjoy it. It's delicious stuff. Tonic water. I like tonic water. Dr. Paul told me he's never tried tonic water. It's might be an acquired taste, but
That's good.
it's decent, right? How do you feel
Yeah.
right now?
I feel happy. You know, honestly,
That's such
I
a
do.
lie. Okay,
What
no,
I
I'm just
do,
kidding.
honestly. I'm trying to connect with what you're
Yes.
doing with the can
Yes,
too.
Yes.
I'm happy because I'm here with you at
Right.
Live on Purpose TV.
Yeah.
I love doing this. I love you for being here. Chad, I'm enjoying spending some time with you. But as we change this, so at first I was a little bit apprehensive. I'm like, where is he going with this?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to try to crush a full can. That's
No.
that's not gonna work.
No.
When you opened it, I'm thinking, this is gonna make a mess. Are we going for a viral video here?
I was really trying to help you out with some viral
Yeah.
footage of just
That might be really fun to watch, but I didn't see the point of that.
Yeah.
And then he said, just rest it on your knee. And if you want to, you can take a drink. And
Yeah.
it was like, the pressure's off.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just enjoy this as I choose. I took a little sip, tasted good. I had a new experience with a new taste that I haven't had before. And so he said, how do you feel? I feel happy. Okay?
So let's compare this.
I'm not pretending to be happy.
Let's compare these two experiences, right?
Okay.
So between the crushing and the sitting and sipping. The sitting, yeah, absolutely. The sitting and sipping experience is much different. I mean, there's not much force that's needed.
Right.
There's not much brute strength. You're
No.
not worrying that you've got to just crush the next
I can do
one.
this all day.
Yeah, you could do this all day. And so here's my point,
Okay.
Dr. Paul,
Yeah.
is that
Nice.
if we were to talk about fears in a similar way, where we can really look at our fears, take a good look at them, identify them, name them,
Just kind of be with them.
yes, be with them, get comfortable with them, because what I teach is that our fears are actually our true selves begging to come out.
Okay.
And so it's like this, I compare it to a child. Yeah, you can put that down. I compare it to a child. I have a couple of kids myself, right?
Right.
And I have little Milo who's 4 years old.
Okay.
And if you can see a lot of Milo on our YouTube channel, probably more than the other kids because I favor him a little bit. But
he just begs for the camera, doesn't he?
Yeah. But sometimes if I'm talking with somebody like you and I are talking, right, like this, sometimes I'll feel this. Hey, Dad, hey,
tugging on you.
Dad, right? And I'm going, shh. I'm having a very important adult conversation here.
Don't bother me.
Yeah, exactly. I probably don't treat that situation the best. You could teach me how to treat that situation a lot better, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, we got the positive parenting playlist. Go check it out.
Exactly. But my point is that's our fears. Is tugging on our coat, saying, look,
trying to get your attention.
I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here to show you who you can actually be. I'm here to show you how you can look at life as an adventure rather than a monotony.
Yeah.
Right? And so once we get familiar with them, and we're going to do another video where I'll talk about some of these steps in detail, right? Because this is sounding very ominous. It's sounding like a great idea right now, but I have a step-by-step process that you can follow.
Like how to actually do it.
To do this. Yes, absolutely. But once, I call it inviting your fears to coffee. And if you don't like coffee, you could invite them to lunch.
Or tonic water.
Or to tonic water. But think about those moments where your greatest friendships are developed. Mm-hmm. And it's those times where you're not doing anything but sitting with each other.
Right.
Learning about each other, supporting each other.
Being present. Really.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. And we can do that same thing with our fears. We can become friends with them and they will support us. They will become our greatest allies.
This is a whole new idea,
yes.
Chad. I've talked with you about this, and that's why you got invited to be here today.
Against all odds.
I know, right?
Yeah.
This is against the common tendency or perception or what we've been trained, taught, and educated to think or how to handle or deal with our fears.
Yeah.
You're saying make friends with it.
Mm-hmm.
Be with it. Let's take out the pressure of having to crush it or destroy it or fight against it. That has such a resistant kind of a feel to it. But instead, it's kind of like some of the martial arts. And I'm not an expert in that area, but
yes, that's a great analogy.
Instead of resisting that force, you redirect it or you flow with it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to describe that in any better terms than that, but it's eliminating the resistance and using the energy of that thing to actually support your purposes.
Yeah. And here's something that I've noticed in my coaching practice. A lot of my clients, obviously they come to me to get healthy with fear, right? I mean, they want a healthy relationship with fear.
Right.
And they're there. Something that I've noticed with almost all of my clients is that there is a certain element of shame.
Oh, yeah.
With fear.
Sure.
If they're feeling fear with something, like maybe they're feeling fear in their marriage or their parenthood or their workplace, and there's a certain amount of shame that happens, like, am I broken because I feel so much fear?
Right.
And I've heard you talk about shame. It's not a healthy place to be.
Well, what if there's a choice to be somewhere else?
Right.
Pick that.
Right. Exactly. And so once fear becomes our friend and a part of the adventure that we welcome in, shame has no place.
That's true.
Shame stands between us and our fear. It's like that communicator, right? And fear,
it's like the final barrier between me and that thing that I don't accept.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's potentially really powerful.
Potentially.
Well, if we were to actually practice it.
Right, exactly. If we knew how to practice, which people are going to have to watch the other episode for.
And we'll do one.
Tease.
We'll do another episode to talk about that a little bit. Okay, so just as a quick summary. Fear, how to conquer your fear. That's where we started with this title. Let's get rid of the whole idea of conquering to start with.
Yeah.
If we don't have the agenda of trying to resist or conquer or fight with this thing, then what is the alternative? And you're saying, well, let's see if we can make friends with it.
Yeah.
Let's bring it in. Let's be with it.
Yeah.
Let's get to know it and what it can teach us about ourselves or what direction we might want to go next.
Yeah.
That eliminates the shame, and suddenly we're in a whole different energy, which is going to allow us to move forward and accomplish our goals and to have better relationships and all of that other stuff that we mean by live on purpose.
Yeah. Because I've noticed this time and time again, and you tell me if this is ring true to you.
Okay.
But pretty much everybody who comes to me, either in a coaching situation or even just a friendship situation, one of the biggest barriers for them right now to actually be living the life that they want, living in who they know they can be, is their fear.
Oh yeah.
I mean, whether that's fear,
number one barrier.
Yeah. Whether that's fear of talking to the right people, fear of who you actually are, fear of what people think of you. And I've actually narrowed it down to two main fears. And this is still in test. I'm still testing this. So we'll just
help us out.
Yeah,
you can comment below if you've got a different
I would love to hear your feedback on this. I can't wait to see your feedback on this. I've narrowed it down to what I think are the two base fears. And every other fear is a rabbit hole off of that. And I call them a rabbit hole for a reason. We can talk about that another time. The two fears, fear of death and fear of what other people think.
Interesting.
Just let that sit.
Yeah. I was thinking fear of not being enough, fear of being inadequate. But what does that have
for
to do
who?
with? Right.
And then that comes back to what
another
people
question.
think. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, if you got some ideas about that, you can comment down below and we'll interact with you.
I would love to see that. Yeah.
Thank you, Chad.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You've done some damage here today.
That's my goal.
The live on purpose kind of damage. Awesome.
Feels good, doesn't it? That you don't have to fight everything. Maybe you can just embrace it and roll with it. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you be a part of our community.
I saw her standing in the street alone. Her head was down, face locked onto the phone.